going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, friends. Okay, it's been a hot minute since I got on here and vlogged for you guys, but I'm currently in New York going to race my first Hyrox race. I'm so excited. Corey and I survived getting through New York through the subway, made it to our hotel. We did it. But who would want to live this every single day? Cause not me. Anyways, we're gonna go find a dinner place and walk around a bit, maybe find the pier where my Hyrox race will be, kind of scope it out a bit, see if we can get some more spectator tickets, because I didn't buy them when I purchased my ticket, kind of spur of the moment type of thing, and I didn't realize you needed to get it because they sell out. So silly me. So here we are, and we need to get some spectator tickets. So let's cross our fingers that we can get some. But a little update, since I haven't been on here for the past 6 months. I finished my second year of med school. I spent time studying for step 1, passed step 1. Oh my gosh, that was so hard, so scary. I was so nervous, but I did it. I passed. And I'm currently 3 weeks into my 3rd year of med school, starting rotations. So I'm currently doing my peds ambulatory rotation right now, and I initially started with physical medicine and rehabilitation, which is called PMNR. That was my first rotation. It was more like inpatient setting. Really enjoyed it, really liked it. Don't know if it was for me, but I started my peds outpatient rotation last week, and I have 1 more week of that. And then after that, I'll be doing inpatient peds at Nationwide next, so we'll see how that goes. But this weekend, it's currently Friday, we flew in this evening. It's about like 7 o'clock, I think, right now, p.m. But we will be staying until Monday morning. I race on Sunday, but I'll be bringing you guys along my Hyrox experience for the first time. I'm so excited. Let's get into this vlog. We decided to go to the Joy's Public House for dinner tonight because Corey wants to try their shepherd's pie.
Oh, it's my grandma's name.
Oh, okay.
I better send her a picture.
There's Corey's shepherd's pie. Are you excited?
Yeah.
And then I got the fettuccine with shrimp. Got a carb load because I race on Sunday. So a good excuse to just eat a whole bunch of carbs.
To the elbows. Nice. Okay. Woo! Give him a hand! Yeah! The last member!
Check him out, check him out. No, ladies, he's single with 5 kids.
Okay, it is Saturday morning. We went to Planet Fitness this morning, got in a little workout. I did a light day, did some stretching, a little bit of cardio. We ate breakfast, got some coffee, and now we are headed to the Hyrox venue at Pier 76. And we're gonna check it out, see if we can get some spectator tickets. and just check it out and see what the course is like. And then we're gonna head to Central Park and Bryant Park later, I think, right?
Check it out.
So let's go check the Hyrox venue. Woo! Whoa. Yay. Okay, so we kind of messed up and we didn't purchase spectator tickets when I purchased my race ticket, and so we're trying to get Corey a spectator ticket for tomorrow, but they're absolutely sold out, and they said if any tickets become available, they'll post it on the website, so we're going to check that periodically. And unfortunately we couldn't get any spectator tickets for today to watch some of the races, so it's going to be interesting. I'll keep you guys updated with what we get and what we figure out. So, yay, so much fun. Okay, I got an ube float. We tried some of the ice cream and it was so good. Uh-oh, I got it stuck. Okay. That's good. And it comes with like little bobas too. You wanna try it?
Boba balls.
Oh my gosh, we made it to Central Park. It was a hike, but luckily we found that little like street market on the way, which was cute, so we got to look at some things. A little bit of greenery in the city.
Tall building.
Our feet and our knees hurt so bad.
Yep.
So we're probably...
No, not my feet and my quads and my hammies.
His quads and hairs, my feet and my knees.
Toy.
So we're gonna try to spend a little bit of time here and then head back to the hotel and maybe rest for the rest of the day, because I don't want them hurting for tomorrow. But yay!
Over and out.
Corey likes all the rocks.
Rock on, brother.
They are cool. And it's like a chess and checkers house. Very cool. Pretty cool.
I could have built that.
Oh, really? He thinks he can do everything.
Nose.
Okay. Corey and I took a little midday nap because both of our legs and, well, Corey's feet didn't hurt, my feet hurt from walking to Central Park all day, and it was so hot. So we took a little nap, and now we're heading out because I found that Gymshark has a store here that I totally forgot about, and it's like 5 stories high that Corey's found. So we're gonna head over there. We're taking the subway there, and then gonna find some food. But my legs and my feet are feeling so much better after I laid horizontal and put some magnesium rub on, so feeling a lot better. Subway station is actually so scary. Like, it's so creepy. Like, oh my god. We decided to get some tacos before we go back to the hotel and get some dinner, but I got a carne asada taco corn tortilla, and he got al pastor on a flour tortilla. Al pastor. We're gonna dig in. I guess this place is like rated really high, and every time we went by, it's been a huge long line. So we finally got in line. It was kind of short when we did. Okay, so it is like 9 p.m. but we haven't eaten dinner yet, and we went to Gymshark store, by the way. I just didn't film in there because I was busy looking at all the stuff, but we did get some shirts and I got some shorts. I think I got 1 shirt and 1 pair of shorts, and then Corey got 2 shirts, I believe. But everything was so nice. It was kind of exciting to see some of the Gymshark stuff in person compared to like online. But we stopped at that taco place that I filmed. Amazing tacos. Those were so good. It did not disappoint. And then on our way back, it started downpouring, so we were soaking wet when we got back, but it was fine because I mean we were wearing like athletic clothing anyways, so it really didn't matter. But we ordered some room service, and I got some pasta with chicken and some french fries. You know, gotta load up on the carbs. Hopefully this meal will do me some justice tomorrow during my race, but this is what it's looking like. We got it into the room, french fries, and then they didn't put any ketchup in the bag, and I think you have to grab it. So Corey, what a great man, he went back down to get some of that ketchup for me, and then Corey got a quesadilla. But my race is tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's going to be midday, hottest part of the day, and I'm kind of nervous for how hot it's going to be because it's going to be like 87 degrees, full sun. So it'll be interesting. So I'm trying to stay hydrated, drinking a lot of water, electrolytes. But yeah, so that's our night. I'm just gonna rest, maybe stretch a bit, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Race day. We're at the Hyrox venue. We got Corey a spectator ticket. I'll tell you about that later. And yeah, I'm checked in. I got my race bands, I got my time on my arm, and then I also got my ankle band. Okay, so we're about to head in. I'm getting nervous. Try to eat a muffin, but not very hungry. I'm trying to stay hydrated. It is really hot out. Sun is beating down. Yeah, we'll see if I make it through. Any words? Just a thumbs.
Just follow the course.
Go Milo!
Alright guys, let's do a little Hyrox recap now that I'm back home. I know, I'm filming this after I got home because after my race on Sunday, we were supposed to leave on Monday morning. Like our flight was at like 7:40 a.m. So we got up at like 4 a.m. to be able to get back to the airport. And unfortunately our flights got delayed a bit, so we didn't get back until Monday evening. And then I had clinic Tuesday morning, and so I really didn't have enough time to really vlog for you guys, and I knew that I wanted to do a little race recap. So here we are. As you may have seen in the vlog, I ran my first solo Hyrox race in New York City, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. Oh, make a Wednesday say hi. Want to say hi? Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. It was so tough. It was 90 degrees, full sun, and I was, oh my gosh, it was toasty. But yeah, was I dying in the middle of my race and I was so ready for it to be over? Yes. But crossing that finish line, oh my gosh, it was such a great feeling. And afterwards, I was really sore. Like, it really hurt to walk for like 2 days. My quads were hurting, super tight, super sore. My hamstrings were sore. My butt was sore from the walking lunges. Like, my back was sore too, like my back muscles. Usually I'm not that sore, but let me tell you, the race really took it out of me. But yeah, I was really sore, but I felt so great. Like, it really gave me the motivation to keep continuing in the gym, and it kind of got me excited again for working out and getting into the gym. The reason why I signed up for this Hyrox was, one, I had been seeing so many videos on my TikTok, my Instagram, of people doing their first Hyrox races. Kind of got interested and kind of started watching more of those videos, and I was like, you know what, I think I want to sign up for one, because I was kind of getting bored with my normal workout routine, like my lifting split throughout the week, and I just needed something different to kind of change up my workout routine, change up my gym routine, those types of things. And I was like, you know what, I might as well just do it and see how it goes. So I signed up back in, I think, end of February, beginning of March. So that gave me about 3 months to train. And did I train how I wanted to? No. I started off, so backstory, I got into weightlifting a lot, so I kind of put cardio to the side a little bit, and I knew that starting this year, the beginning of this year, that I wanted to get into cardio again and get into running again. And so this was kind of that fuel to do that. And so my biggest thing was I needed to start running and kind of build my endurance and build my just my running, really, because Hyrox race is 8 kilometers of running, and over 50% of it is mostly cardio and running. So I knew I needed to build that. And from there, I was continuing my lifts. However, I was kind of tailoring them to more of like Hyrox style. So incorporating more strength training that mimicked some of the movements I'd be doing at the different stations in Hyrox. And so that's what kind of my workout routine was like, and kind of my training. I did get sick like 3-4 weeks before my actual race for like a week, and then I also started my clinical rotations for med school, so it was really hard to find the time to work out and fit some of those longer workouts in that I wanted to. And then also, like, with being sick, I was not feeling great at all, so I kind of took like a whole week and a half off from lifting and working out. And so that kind of put the brakes on some of my training. And then going into my race, I think the 2 weeks before my race, I only worked out maybe 5 days. So I was kind of worried going into my race because of that. So for my race day, I know I had mentioned in my vlog, or like at the beginning of this, that I couldn't get spectator tickets for me and Corey, specifically for Corey, because I knew I had my ticket to race for my race day, and I get a spectator ticket with my race day ticket because it just is combined, and then I can get into the venue and can spectate the day of my race. However, if I wanted to spectate a different day than my race day, I would need another spectator ticket. Now, when I purchased my race ticket, I didn't know that I needed to purchase my spectator tickets that day because they would sell out. I didn't know that. I thought, oh, they were gonna have enough, I can purchase them later. I was definitely wrong. I also didn't know who would be going with me to New York for my race, because I knew my mom and my sister said that they might go with me. Corey said he would, he just didn't know if he could get it off work. And so that's why I didn't buy spectator tickets. Now, with that in mind, I was also thinking that I could get them later on. I was totally wrong. All the tickets were sold out like 3-4 weeks later. So I was really worried because it was my first race. I knew it was going to be packed. I didn't know what to expect. And I didn't have a ticket for Corey to get into the venue with me. So I was really worried. So we get to New York and we go to the venue to see if we could get spectator tickets. They have a sign at the, like, where you check in, that they are completely sold out of tickets, and if any tickets do become available, to check their website. So I was checking periodically those 2 days before my race to see if any became available, and they didn't. So I was also hoping, because my race was at 3 p.m., I was like, oh, maybe we could catch somebody leaving before my race who is willing to give away their spectator ticket. Because we did see one person, I think, do that the day before my race when we were trying to get spectator tickets. And each day they have different spectator ticket colored bands. So we couldn't like get one from someone else the day before and use it for my day of the race. So race day comes and we're still looking for a spectator ticket for Corey. I'm like super nervous for my race, although I was like really excited too, but I was more nervous because Corey wouldn't be able to get in. After I checked in, I got a spectator ticket band and also a race day ticket band. So I had like 2 bracelets. Those are our tickets. And I was like, oh, maybe I could give it to him unless I need a spectator ticket to enter the venue. So I asked someone who was sitting down who had a race day band, and it looked like she was racing at the same, like around the same time as me, because you get your start time on your arm. And so I went over, I was like, hey, like, am I able to give Corey my spectator ticket, or do I need that? And she said, no, you can give your spectator ticket, you just need your race day ticket. I was like, thank goodness. So I had tightened my wristband, and so once you tighten them, they have like little spikes where you can't loosen them to take them off. So I was like, oh my goodness, I totally messed up by tightening them, because I didn't know when I got my bands that I needed to give Corey mine. So then we were trying to figure out how to get it off, and luckily I was able to remove my spectator ticket, gave it to him. So you walk into the venue and you can get in, but then to get to the spectator area, that's where you need your spectator ticket. And so I couldn't go in that area, but Corey could. And then my band was able to get me into the warm-up area for the athletes and into the tunnel to start my race. It worked out perfectly. Next time I do a Hyrox race, I will remember to buy my spectator tickets when I buy my race tickets, like when the tickets become available. So learn that the hard way, but everything ended up working out great. Okay, so for my race, as you could tell by the videos from my race, of me racing, you can't see the sled push or the pull. So Corey, actually, when I first started my race, you have to do 2.5 laps, basically, and Corey lost me. So he didn't know where I was at, and then kind of got lost in the spectator area, so he didn't know when I had gotten to the sled push or the sled pull. So you don't see those in the video, which sled push was my best station actually, so I'm sad that he didn't get that on video. And there aren't that many videos from my race because Corey was also recording and taking pictures on his phone, so a lot of videos are on his phone rather than my camera, and I just didn't want to have to like transfer those onto my computer to get them into this video. But yeah, I had a pretty good race day. Things went really smooth. I felt really good starting my race. My biggest thing is I was told by people who've been doing Hyrox races for a while now to really pace myself starting out, because you're going to feel fresh at the beginning and you don't want to get burnt out towards the end of the race. So I started out slower than I think I could have gone. That's just because I was trying to save my energy. Now, I felt great at the first like 3 stations in my first 3 runs. I hit burpee broad jumps, which is the 4th station, I believe. Holy crap. That took everything out of me. I was dying after that. Actually, like I was breathing really heavy. I was tired. I was exhausted. Like, those 80 meters felt so much longer than they actually were, but I got through it. And then the run after that, oh my gosh, I was so tired. Like that was the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to get through this. Like I can do it, but this is so hard. I'm so ready to be done. But then, I mean, I was feeling a lot better. That's when I also walked a little bit of my runs, which slowed me down a bit. But what I love about Hyrox is it's you against you, and it's you against your own time. So like, I didn't mind walking a little bit if that meant that I could feel a little bit better at my later stations. Another station that I was like surprised by how hard it was were the walking lunges. Like, lunges are pretty good for me. Like, I don't have a lot of trouble, but at that point my legs were dead. Like, I was just so tired. It was so hot, and I was, like I said, I was just ready to be done. And actually, I thought it was going to be 2 lanes. I don't know why I thought that, but when I started my first lane, I looked over and it was a total of 4 lanes. And that kind of, it didn't discourage me, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I was already so tired. And to think that I had 2 other lanes when I thought it would be 2, or yeah, when I thought it would only be 2, oh my gosh, it was hard. But after that, I felt pretty good. My runs got a little slower as I went on because I was walking a little bit more. I wanted to walk a little bit in my last run because the 100 wall balls were coming, and I knew that my legs were already tired. So I tried to give myself a little bit of a rest, if you call it a rest, before going into wall balls. So wall balls come, and I felt like I was getting my butt to the floor, which your butt has to go below your knee. And I really felt like I was getting low enough. And the judge kept on telling me, like, you gotta go lower, you gotta go lower. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I am. But unfortunately I wasn't. So 2 of my wall balls didn't count because they were counted as no reps, just because I wasn't getting low enough. But we did it. I got through it, and then I tried to run as fast as I could to the finish line, but I jogged, but it was fine. Crossed the finish line, I sat down for a minute, and then I went over to the cool down area just for a minute, and then I went and found Corey. But yeah, I wanted to be under 2 hours for my first race, and I did that. I was at 1:55 and some change. And I kept looking at my watch because I started it when I crossed the start line. And at my last run, I'm like, okay, I can do it. Like, I can get through these wall balls, and I'll be under my time. And I did that. So I was really proud of that. Yeah, I was in 1 hour and 55 minutes. Not the fastest time. Not the average time either. I was a little more than that, but I finished my first solo Hyrox. So I'm really proud of that. I was really proud of what my body could do, and really putting myself out of my comfort zone and doing this, and I felt good. I mean, yeah, it was tough, but I did it. And I'm for sure signing up for another one. I'm already looking at other dates and locations that I'll be able to do one outside of my school schedule, and I'm like so excited. Like, it really did give me the motivation that I wanted out of this to continue my fitness journey, continue my goals in the gym, and really like push myself. And I'm excited moving forward. What I love the most about Hyrox is you'll find people who are at all different fitness levels, all different fitness journeys, and I love that it can be for everyone. And what's great is that it's such an amazing community of people who are motivating each other, cheering each other on. I remember during my race, it was at a point where I was walking, and there were a few other people around me who were walking who were just really tired and just exhausted. And you would have people like running by, cheering you on, like, come on, you can do it, we're almost there. And even the judges were so encouraging. They're cheering you on, they're dancing, they're giving high fives. Like, it is such an amazing atmosphere to be a part of. Like I said, it's for everybody. It's you against you. It's you against your own time. You're not there to compete with other people. You're there to compete against yourself. And that I just love that about Hyrox, and you will see people at all different levels. And if this is something that you want to do, you can absolutely do it. No matter where you're at in your fitness journey, if you want to do it, go for it. Like, you are capable of doing it. You're capable of finishing. Like, you will be so surprised by how much your body can accomplish, how much your mental can accomplish. Like, it's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling. And if you're contemplating doing your first Hyrox, or even like any competition like this, please sign up. Please do it, because you will thank yourself later and you will be so proud of yourself and so proud of what you can do. I know I just talked for a very long time, so I apologize for that. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening to me, and thank you for experiencing my first Hyrox with me. I am so excited. I'm so proud, and yeah, that's a little recap of my first solo Hyrox. I'm thinking of doing maybe another solo Hyrox, or maybe a mixed doubles Hyrox with a friend, or even Corey. So who knows, but moving forward, I really want to work on getting stronger, work on getting faster, and really building my endurance, and just overall getting better. So I think that is everything I wanted to say. I'm sure I could talk about so many other things, about my first solo Hyrox, about how I felt, about how much I loved it. But I think that's everything that comes to mind right now. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.